English Teacher Part 91. Recognizing hierarchies. There are related concepts sometimes that can be organized as parts of components of a hierarchy, occupying superordinate, coordinate, and or subordinate positions. Superordinate concepts are broad generalizations that include a number of narrower and more specific concepts with varying critical attributes. In superordinate concept, and the more particular concepts such as metals, stones, that it broadly covers on the subordinate to its included one. Coordinate concepts share some critical attributes but have one or more unique critical attributes that distinguish them from one another. They also have an equivalent relationship to the same superordinate concepts. Subordinate concepts are those that are covered by included in a broader classifications. Metals or stones are subordinate minerals, rare and common metals and alloys or subordinate metals, and so on. Subordinate concepts share some common critical attributes, but each also has one or more unique critical attributes. Presenting concepts that are a part of a hierarchy in a hit and miss fashion makes little sense. To help your students learn and retain information, plan to teach concepts in a logical sequence. Recognizing and taking advantage of grouping and relationship. Vertical, that is hierarchical. Horizontal, that is coordinating. You might prepare or obtain an advanced organizational that presents the hierarchy in the form of the chart or table, so that as you introduce each concept, you can point out its relation. As students' developmental level rises, plan to present hierarchies that are more inclusive. Not all concepts, however, lend themselves easily to the placement of hierarchy. There are unclear cases since it is difficult to identify and define critical attributes for many concepts. Is a tomato, for instance, a fruit or a vegetable? You can't really get a definition on it, and it becomes very difficult for us to get a full-fledged understanding, clear-cut definition. Because concepts underlie teaching concepts because concepts underlie basic units of the school curricula. Most of a teacher's instructions time is spent introducing them and enriching learners' understanding of them. Helping learners, whether in kindergarten or graduate school, to master concept is one of the greatest challenges that you will face. Teaching abstract concept. Abstract concepts are harder to grasp than concepts which are concrete. The abstract concepts are harder to grasp than the concrete concepts. Helping your students to understand the two kinds of concepts may call for different instructional approaches. Some concepts are learned informally, while others may need to be learned formally. Many concepts are learned through a combination of formal and informal experiences. One approach to teaching an abstract concept is to use analogies, comparisons. It is best not to stop with the one analogy, but to use several, identifying various attributes of the concept until your students can distinguish the critical ones and frame a definition. You might start to teach the concept of clan, for instance, by comparing some of its critical attributes To those of the concept of family, families like clans are the groups of people who have common ancestral and common attributes